Mhm. Mhm. Aw. You are so welcome. Hello, everyone. I am going live with you guys. I know it's been a minute. It's been a few months since I put a video on my channel. So I decided to go live to catch up with you. Um, I know it's kind of late. So I'm on the East Coast. So it's about 9:15 over here. So I just wanted to go live really quickly just to catch up with you guys and let you know that I am okay. I haven't completely abandoned my YouTube channel. I've just been working on a new training program. So, for everybody who's interested in learning from me, if you're interested in starting your own event decorating business, I have a training program that's available on my website. Okay. I know, Tammy. I just decided to go live. I know. Tammy said I wasn't expecting this. Yes, the last time I put a video on my channel, I think was in November. And as you guys know, December is very hectic for me because I am decorating Christmas trees. This year, I was decorating, well, not this year, last year, I was decorating Christmas trees and I had a few events as well as working on my training program. So, yes. Yay! If you guys have questions for me, please let me know, okay? Um, oh, let me give you my website. Yes, I can give you my website. I can actually also, so this is the first time that I'm doing a live session on my laptop. I can actually share, like, I can share my screen on here too. Okay, but let me, you said to give you my website. So you guys, hold on. Let's see if it lets me do it. So that is my website. So if you guys are interested in signing up for my classes, they are online classes. Online classes. And so the way that I have it is I have a new training academy. So there's two levels available on the training academy right now. The first level is for essentials. So if you are just starting your event decorating business, if you're brand new, to event decorating. So that is going to be the essentials level where you build your foundation to your business. So we're going to talk about pricing and marketing and all that other good stuff. And then on that level, I teach more simple decorations, right? And then my level two is all about backdrops, right? So once you graduate from level one, you move up to level two, and that's where you learn all of my specialties. Okay. So yes, if you are interested, because some people say, they're interested in live classes rather than the online classes. So if you are interested in live classes, I would recommend purchasing the bundle, because with the bundle, you get access to my, well, let me back up. Sorry. So with my training program, there's multiple levels. So I have level one and level two. With each of those levels, there is a class bundle. And when you purchase a class bundle on one of those levels, you get access to my mentorship program. which is what I get so many questions on. I get everybody reaching out to me to say, hey, I need your help. I want to start a business. 2026 is the year where I want to just go head first and really work on my business. So if you want to work with me, I would recommend purchasing that class bundle. So that you can join my mentorship program. Just like Tammy said, we meet on a weekly basis, and then I have live classes on a monthly basis. I am in the process of creating a private community. And then what else do we have going on? There's just so much going on with my training program. So feel free to head over to my website. If you don't like, if you're not looking for like the mentorship, which is totally fine. If you're not looking for the mentorship, you could just purchase individual classes. So however you want to learn, I'm trying to give you as many options as possible. Okay. All right, but enough about me. I want to hear about you guys. Like, are you out here decorating? Like, what's happening? I want to catch up with you. Like, how is your businesses going? How are your events going? How is everything going? Let me know. Yay. This is a very busy year for me, guys. My son is graduating from high school. So that's another thing. I have been super busy just trying to get him prepared for the next step in his life. So that's another thing. Um, you will see a graduation party from me in June. So we are partying. I already told him like we are partying for his graduation. A couple of Valentine's Day setups. So is that a Valentine's Day party? Like, are they at the school? Like, is it Galentine's Day? What kind of setups are they? Let me know. Vera says, I'm new. What's your class about? So, let me see, guys. Let me just see if I can just share really quickly. Okay. Let me just share. All right. Can you see my screen? Can everybody see? Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay. So if you can see my screen, just let me know if you can't. But this is my training academy. This is what I was just talking about. So here's just some overview information. But there's going to be multiple levels in my training academy. So we have level 1, which is your essentials level. We have level 2, which is the backdrops. We have level 3, which is going to get into decorating a full event. And we have level 4, which is the luxury level. Now, for this year, I'm only focusing on level 1 and level 2. Okay. So these other 2 levels are not available. They will not be available until next year or the year after that. So these are the 2 levels that I am focusing on now. So all you have to do is you just click where it says view classes, and then you can see all of those classes that are in that level. Let me just make sure you guys can still see. You can still see my screen. I just want to make sure. So as you can see, this is level 1. So here's my decorating classes. So if you're brand new and you are just starting off with balloons, I would recommend starting off with balloon columns, and then you work your way up to the arch, right? I have draping. So here's all of my individual classes, right? And then I have business classes as well that's going to teach you the business side of starting your own event decorating business. And I have a few more classes that are coming. I even have merchandise on here, and then you can get certified if you want. And then, like I mentioned, I have a class bundle. So if you want to purchase everything and get access to my mentorship program, where you're going to be meeting with me on a weekly basis for this year, right? You can purchase that. So those are my classes. So Tammy, where are these? Are these oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop sharing for now. So Tammy, where are these classes? Are they I mean, not classes, where are these events? Are they people who you know? Is it out of school? Are these clients? Let me know. But guys, let me just give you a few updates because I don't want you to think that I am not decorating. So even though this year I am focusing on my classes, my training academy is like my top priority because I'm getting level one and level two rolled out. I don't want you guys to think that I'm not decorating. So I have an event coming up in a couple of weeks. And I also had an event in the beginning of the year where I did a balloon ceiling. So I want to make sure that I show you guys that event and then give you tips on if you want to do a balloon ceiling. I want to give you some lessons that I learned because balloon ceilings look like they're super easy and they're not. They are not. Um, so Tammy says she's doing a new client. Congratulations. And a personal birthday. So congratulations on your new client. Gloria says, will you be doing a training on Baroque draping in your draping class? So yes, I definitely plan on doing Baroque draping. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I'm probably not. But yes, I definitely plan on doing it. The only thing is that I'm still teaching myself. So I don't like to do a class until I teach myself and I have like a proven way of doing it and then telling you, okay, do it this way. Okay. So I have been practicing like the new style of draping where it's more organic. I feel like it's more organic and just very dramatic. So, yes, I definitely plan on doing a draping class with the pearls. So, I don't know if you guys have seen, but like there's like the draping and they add the pearls to it. It's like a soft kind of excellence, soft kind of not excellence. What's the word that I'm looking for? Not excellence, but yes, Mary, you know what I'm talking about. It's not excellence. What is the word? Elegance. Yes. I was like, what is the word that I'm looking for? Yeah, it's like a soft excellence. Elegance, not excellence. But yes, thank you, Vera, saying that my classes are awesome. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to write a review on Google about my classes, that would be great. Um, but yes, I have to show you guys. I did a balloon ceiling. Where are my classes based? So, Mary, all my classes are online because I have such a worldwide audience. I have online classes. Now, once I have my own studio, there will be a point where, I may have in person classes. But for right now, all of my classes are online so that anybody can purchase them and access the classes whenever they want to. Vera's asking, so she's decorating on February 14th. How often do you go live? With my students, we go live every Thursday. So we go live Thursdays at 7 p.m. And when will you start the level one class? So level one is already started. Level one actually started last year. So if you want to sign up for level one, you are more than welcome to do that. And yeah. So the thing is, when you sign up for one of my classes on level one, so you can purchase any of the individual classes at any point in time. So when you sign up for a level one class, you get access to my monthly Q&A. You meet with me on a monthly basis. If you are looking to meet with me, like I said, on a weekly basis and get access to my training program and my mentorship program, then you would just need to purchase the class bundle that's either on level one or level two, and you will get access to meet with me and the rest of my students who purchase the bundle, we meet on a weekly basis. Okay. Yes. Yes. But yes, so I don't want you guys to think that I am not out here decorating. So I do have an event coming up on next weekend. I'm doing a jungle themed baby shower. So you will see that on my channel. And then I just did, like I said, a balloon ceiling, which is my first time. My first time doing that. I'm hoping that somebody else books me for a balloon ceiling because I absolutely loved it. But they do look much easier than they are. So what balloons did I use for my balloon ceiling? I got them from Balloons Online. I got them from Balloons Online. So, there's there was they have a lot of balloons. I think the balloons that I got was SAG. SAG. S as in Sam, A as in Apple, G as in George. And I got this gold color and a blue color, but I got them in a bunch of different sizes. And I went up to like 24 inches. 24 inches. So yeah, they were pretty big. So I think they were good quality balloons. I think they because I when I was looking on balloons online, I was looking at the prices and I made sure I did not get the cheapest balloons. I wanted to get balloons that were um not on the cheaper side. The last thing that I wanted those balloons to do was to pop during the event. So, yeah, I just looked at the balloons that were on their website and I picked the ones that were more expensive. I did not use balloons off of Amazon, not for this client. Like, this client seemed like she was interested in a very, like, high-end look, so that's why I was like, "Nope, I'm not using balloons off of Amazon." So yeah. And Gloria, if you would like to know how I priced it, you would definitely have to join. You would have to purchase either my pricing class or you would have to join my mentorship program because we go through pricing examples. Guys, that's another thing I'm seeing. Listen, I totally understand that we are at a point where the economy is like this, right? Like, but the prices that I'm starting to see super low. I mean, there's no way people are making money off of those prices. Like, I'm starting to see prices that are like eye-opening. So that's the reason why with my students, I'm like constantly going over how I'm charging, and giving them pointers on what to charge clients. So yeah, yes. I'm starting to see a lot of specials. Like, I'm seeing a lot of specials, a lot of deals on Instagram. Whenever I'm scrolling on Instagram, I'm always seeing somebody's ad for their balloon backdrop specials. And I'm seeing people doing balloon backdrops for like $200. I'm like, I don't see how you could possibly make any money off of doing a balloon backdrop for $200 unless unless you're using Amazon balloons and, like metal stands, or maybe you're making your backdrops out of foam, I don't know. But you cannot possibly be using high quality balloons or wooden backdrops because you just wouldn't make any money. Yeah, Diana, yes, they're being seriously downgraded. Like, prices are being seriously downgraded. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, balloon prices are being seriously downgraded. And I'm looking in areas like New York where I know that things are super expensive. Like, and I see people who are offering like huge backdrops for like $500. I'm like, how could you possibly make any money off of that? So, I don't know. I guess everybody wants to decorate for free now. Gloria said you're a quick learner, so you'll be fine. I guess we'll see. But yes, I definitely plan to explore draping. So when you sign up for my bundle, here's the thing too. I am always adding classes to level 1 and level 2, right? So what you see now, chances are I'm going to add more classes. So and you could ask my students, like, every time I'm thinking about new ideas, or like, I just add a new class. So the thing is that whenever you purchase the bundle, if I add new classes, you get access to those new classes for free. Okay. So that's the reason why it's so good to purchase the bundle and purchase it as soon as you can, because then you get access to everything else for free. So I'm always constantly adding stuff. Yep. I had someone tell me my prices are too high for a dino backdrop and balloons. Yeah, you may. You may. Diana, that's the reason why. So I took my pricing off of my website because I wanted to redo my packages. But now I feel like I'm starting to get a lot of inquiries from people because they can't see my pricing. I'm starting to get a lot of inquiries from people who, you know, even though, like, let's say their budget, like, they may have like a $1,500 budget or $1,000 budget, but what they want for that budget, I'm like, no, I can't do that. Right? Like, no, I cannot do that. I cannot decorate your whole room, for $1,000. Unfortunately, that's just not, realistic. So yeah, what I'm doing is adding my pricing right back to my website so that people can see, and then, I don't waste their time, they don't waste mine, right? So yeah, so Diana, you may want to put your pricing on your website so that people can just see it. Yep. Yes. Oh my gosh, I miss you guys. So what else is going on? What else is going on in the world of decorating? Are you guys excited about 2026? Even though I know there's a lot going on right now. Are you guys excited about 2026? What is going on in your decorating world? You know what? I love that comment where you say, I love your work and it's priced right for your area. If people appreciate a great product, they will pay. Sometimes. So here's the thing. Um, in my area, there's so much competition. I literally just met someone last week who told me, "Oh, I heard that you do balloons. I do balloons too. I have my own decorating business." Everybody, I feel like, in my area does balloons on the side. And so when you're in an area where there's so much competition, right? So much competition, um, sometimes you get people who, they're just shopping around. Like, they're just shopping around, and they're shopping around for the lowest price, or they're shopping around for whatever they feel like is the best deal. So for me, I have just accepted, like you said, that, if people want me to decorate, if they love my work enough, then, they will pay. But I understand that the market is so overly saturated in my area that not every client is my client, and that's totally fine, right? I don't even take it personally if somebody decides to go with someone else, right? But I am aware of my competition in the area and what they're doing. It does not mean that I try to price match. I don't try to price match, especially if somebody wants to go with someone who's cheaper than me because they're new, right? So there's a lot of people who may be new in the industry, and so their prices may be lower than mine. I am not going to, lower my prices just to price match. But at the same time, I am aware of the people in my area who've been doing this for the same amount of time that I am. I do pay attention to what they're doing and the deals that they're offering, and the things, the packages that they have going on. So I do pay attention to my competition, but not to the point where I'm going to like keep lowering my prices just to keep up with what everybody else is doing. Yes, yes, Tammy, you do need to know your worth. T Bell says, I'm excited. I want to switch my hobby to a business, but I'm nervous about pricing. Don't worry, everybody gets nervous when it comes to pricing, right? Everybody gets nervous when it comes to pricing. If you sign up for my classes, I can teach you everything that I know. Um, and I can give you tips, right, on when it comes to pricing. But just like I said, you have to understand that you have to price based off of your business, based off of your decorations, based off of your goals. And you just have to understand that not every client is going to be your client, especially if you're trying to make a profit. Right. So it's different if you're just trying to get experience. So a lot of people, just want the experience, so they don't necessarily really, they're not emphasizing making a profit. So if you just want to get experience, then yeah, you could be a little bit looser with your pricing. The second that you actually want to make money from your decorations, then yeah, you have to just understand that not every client is going to be your client. You have to stand firm in your prices. Do you think having your YouTube channel helps with clients accepting your prices? That's a great question. It's Black Balloon Girl. Do I think that my help having a YouTube channel helps people accept my prices? No. I don't think that, because I actually have people who watch my YouTube videos and they text me and they say, "Oh my gosh, I love your work. I seen you on YouTube." And the second that I tell them that I have a $1,500 minimum, they say, "Oh no, that's way outside of my budget. I was not planning on spending that much." Okay? So, it doesn't necessarily help me when it comes to clients accepting my prices, but it gives me exposure. So it gives me exposure to the clients that do have bigger budgets. Okay. So there are times where the clients who are looking to have like a big, event, having this big experience and completely looking to transform their event, they'll go on YouTube, they'll start looking for ideas, and then they come across my video and reach out to me. So it gives me that exposure to clients with bigger budgets. Just because I have a YouTube channel does not mean that everybody says, "Oh my gosh, I love your work and I'm just willing to pay for it." I wish. I wish that's how it was. That's what I go through in the Bronx. Yes, everybody wants the low low. Exactly. Exactly. You may have to go uptown. You may have to go uptown. I need to work on marketing. Yes, marketing. Yes. And let me tell you, when you get serious about making a profit with your business, marketing really becomes half of your job, because you're constantly looking for ways to sell to clients. You're constantly looking for ways to get access to clients. So marketing takes up a lot of your time. And we're going to talk about that more, Tammy. Mm-mm-mm. I do a few with my fresh floral arrangements, but I wanted to learn how you do backdrops. Well, you are more than welcome to sign up for one of my classes. For my classes, I mostly focus on balloons though. So we haven't even started doing florals yet. So in my classes right now, we're going to be focusing on draping and balloon backdrops. Yes. I'm in Maryland also, and you get what you pay for, and that's very true. You do get what you pay for. But some people don't really care. Let me just say that. Like, there are some people who really, really care about the look of their event, and then there's some people who feel like, well, it's just a few hours, right? Like this is just an event. It's just a couple of hours. It's just a few hours. We don't need to do all of that, right? And those typically are not my clients, right? So you are right about that. Yes, I'm very excited. Just need to get the website up and going. The crazy. Yes. Okay. So Terry, you're talking about getting your website up. It's funny that you're saying that because we're actually going over that. So I am teaching my students right now how to create a website using GoDaddy. And then we're going to go over to Canva because Canva has an option where you can create a free website through there. So we're going to go through there and then I'm going to show them how to create a website using Squarespace as well. So yeah, I I recommend GoDaddy because when I first started my first business, so I had a business before this one. So when I started my first business, I actually used GoDaddy. And that was the first website that I created on my own. And it was really simple. So that's the reason why, I always recommend that to people. Even if you do not have technical experience, you can create a website using GoDaddy. But if you're interested, you can join us. We are going over creating websites literally as we speak. Yes, pricing is included in the bundle. Tammy, you're like my my spokesperson here. Yes, 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 yes. Now, let me because Diana actually said I won't lower my prices. Now, let me tell you guys, let me give you just a little because I don't want let me tell you what I started doing at the end of last year. So I completely understand that, we don't want to lower our prices. We do not want to lower our prices because we want people to take us seriously. However, what I started doing last year was I started to give a 10% discount from my clients who came back to me. So I started giving a loyalty discount, and that worked out really well. Like I had a few clients who I ended up giving them a loyalty discount. And you guys know, if you watch my YouTube videos, especially like from a couple of years ago, I was like, there is no repeat discounts. Like, don't come expecting a discount, right? But last year, what I realized is that I feel like it's a blessing, it's an honor for people to come back to you and book you over and over again for their event, especially in these times where people, are choosing what to spend money on. And so for me, I thought it was an honor and a blessing for people to spend money with me. So I ended up doing a loyalty 10% discount. Yeah, so I don't want you to think that, I don't ever offer my clients something, but yeah. Black Balloon Girl asks, "What was my first business?" I didn't tell you guys this story. So when I this is a I need to put this. So I'm going to create a personal channel. Just so you guys know, I'm creating a personal channel where I will share more of my personal testimony. So you guys, so you guys know. But before I had this balloon decorating, event decorating business, I owned a mother's helper business. It was called a mother's help. And so it was a babysitting slash nanny slash mother's helper business. And the crazy thing is, and this, I'll just share this story with you guys. When I opened that business, I knew that was the business for me. Like I knew that that was the business for me. So before I had opened that business, I had always felt like God was telling me that I was going to be a business owner. Like I just always had this feeling that one day I was going to open my own business. And in my head, that business was always a daycare because I love kids. Like I love kids. Like I love, love, love kids. Like seriously, like I love kids. And so in my head, I was just like, my business has to be a daycare. So I even started planning it. I had this notebook. I was going to name my daycare Children's Corner. So I had a notebook, and I put the name Children's Corner on it, and I would literally write in that notebook. I would plan everything. And so when I felt like God was pushing me in the direction of opening my own business, I said, "Oh, it's my time. I'm going to start a daycare. I'm going to start a daycare." And so the condo that I lived in at that time wouldn't let me start a daycare because the HOA just forbid it. It went against HOA rules. So I said, "Okay, forget the daycare. I'll just start like a babysitting slash nanny slash mother's helper business." And again, I just knew that that was the business for me. I just knew it. Like I was just like, it was like I arrived. But lo and behold, I started that business and it did not work out. It did not work out at all. Like it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was extremely difficult. Um and I just didn't feel it. Like I didn't see the vision. I just didn't, like, it was just so stressful. It got to a point where I was like, I don't want to do this. I just don't want to do this. And it was crazy because, again, in my heart of hearts, I just knew that I was supposed to own a daycare. Like, I was just like, and so, anyways, fast forward, I ended up closing that business. Like, I prayed over it and I was like, God, I already, like, this is not it. Like, I just knew it. I was depressed. I was like, it just wasn't, it just did not work out. And so I had to end up going back to work, and I was so, like, upset and just frustrated. I felt like a failure, and I was really confused because I was like, God, I just know I'm supposed to be a business owner. I feel it. And then fast forward maybe like a year and a year, like a year and a half later, that's when God told me to open this business. And everybody laughed. Everybody laughed and thought I was crazy. Everybody laughed and thought I was crazy. Like, you want to open a balloon business? Like, you went to school for finance and you're going to sit up here and tell me you want to open a balloon business? What is wrong with you? Everybody thought I was crazy. And now fast forward 7 years, here I am. So, it like, I just want you guys, like, I just wanted to tell that story just so that you know, like, sometimes, you think what God has for you, like, you're like, "I just know that this is the business that God has for me." And then he shows you, "No, I actually have something different for you," right? So when you're on God's path for your life, you just have to be willing to just roll with the punches and understand that, you don't know everything. But the good thing is that I took everything that I learned from that first business and I brought it to this business. And I do believe that that's the reason why this business has been much more successful. Um, Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so Diana says I enjoy a repeat client. Yes, so I will tell you about 60% of my events are from repeat clients, okay? So yes, you want to do what you can, being reasonable to get clients to come back to you. And then please tell me what I need. So Terry, if you're talking about my classes, I can send you the link. You're more than welcome to come. I mean, not to come, but you're more than welcome to sign up. Okay. Do you charge taxes on your events or do you set prices with taxes already included? Oh, Gloria, that is such a great question. That is such a great question. I do need to cover this with my students, but let me just say this, okay? Whenever you're starting a business, when I started my first business and this business, I reached out to an accountant. So you will need an accountant, okay? So I do not give accounting advice, because every state is different, and the tax laws in each state is different. Okay, but I will to answer your question, it depends on what type of decorating services that you're offering. So if you are selling like individual products, like let's say that you're offering your clients like floral arrangements or balloon decorations where you're making them and you're dropping them off, the client's keeping them, right? Technically, you're selling a client a product. So you should be charging them taxes, right? But every state is different. So you have to figure out, how you charge your sales taxes. It becomes a little bit different when you have services, right? When you're offering it and when you're offering a decorating service as opposed to selling products. But please, please, please make sure you get an accountant because they are going to give you that information. Okay. And Tammy, yes, we're going to talk about taxes. Okay. So there's two types of taxes, right? There's sales taxes and then there's the taxes that you have to pay to the government, right? So yes, we will talk through that. Yes, Black Balloon Girl. Feel free to sign up for a class if you guys are interested. Now, because I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know it's almost 10 o'clock on my end. Are there any like tutorials that you guys would like to see? Or is there any like decorating ideas, any like themes or anything that you want to see on my YouTube channel? Like definitely let me know. I'm thinking that on this YouTube channel will have more of decorating ideas and like some centerpiece tutorials. It's really hard for me to do classes and do tutorials, right? So you may not see as many balloon backdrops on my channel this year unless I'm doing a setup video where you're watching me set up for a client. Do you need an LLC when you're starting out? No. It depends on your state and your country, but no, you technically do not need an LLC to start a business. Nope. Nope. But again, you should check with an accountant or a lawyer. So that's the two things. Like when I first started my business, I look for a lawyer and I look for an accountant so that they can give me advice. Okay. So whenever you're starting your business, and some lawyers and accountants will do a free consultation with you. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them will do a consultation with you so you can go and you can meet with them and they can give you some direction. Okay. But no, you do not need an LLC when you're starting. You can start off as a sole proprietor. Yep. Okay. Is there any type of like, is it like balloon centerpieces, Vera, or is it like florals, or is it both? Let me know. As you can see, guys, this is a balloon garland that I created with my students. We literally created this on a class, but I have not taken it down. I'm surprised that this is still up. Like I've had this up for 2 weeks now. I'm surprised it hasn't fallen. And let me show you. Can you guys see? Can you see these? I just got these, which I'm super excited about. I got these gold stands off of Etsy, right? And then I'm working, if you can see, I'm working on this welcome sign. We're going to do something for Galentine's Day. Florals. Okay. 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 Yes. Okay, so I will look to put I have a couple of ideas for some centerpieces, but yeah. A balloon cross. I if I've seen a balloon cross. You have to email it to me, Tammy, so I can see when you try it. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a balloon cross. All right, guys, what other questions do you have for me before I let you go? I know this is super late and very random. I just wanted to come on here and say hi because I haven't been on YouTube in a couple of months. I haven't been on here in a couple of months. I just wanted to say hi and tell you guys that I haven't forgotten about you. I have just been working on my training program, which I hope that you guys will join me on that. If you want to support my business, please feel free to sign up for a class. All of my classes, like guys, my classes are $39 per class, which is not expensive at all when it comes to my decorating classes. And most of the time, my classes are like 25% off. Like right now, I'm running a sale. So, like everything that you've seen in level one and level two, it's all 25% off, and you don't even need a discount code. When you put it in your cart, you'll see the 25% is just automatically taken off. So, yeah, I usually always have everything on sale. Okay, do I teach party rentals? So by party rentals, do you mean like which party rentals to invest in or how to price them? So yeah, I can definitely teach party rentals. It just depends on what it is that you're looking to learn. Mhm. I saw where you are selling a lot of your centerpieces and business supplies. Do you still have your storage facility? No, I do not. So I do not have my storage facility. So I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of years ago, I decided to get rid of my storage facility because they kept going up on the price. Every 3 months, I was getting a price increase. And the only way that I could get around it is if I would like prepay for a year or so, right? But even with that, they were increasing it. Like it was just always something with my storage facility. It was very convenient. It was very convenient for me to get to. But yeah, it was just every 5 seconds, I felt like they were going up on the price. And so it got to the point where I was paying almost $700 a month for my storage unit. And I was like, this is way too expensive. I'm like, this is way too expensive. And so yeah. Yep, everything is in my house now. Have you been to floats? And do you think that balloon certification is important? No, I've never been to float, so I don't know what that is, but I actually offer certifications now. I actually offer certifications now to people who are interested in them. So I have never been certified in any type of balloon decoration. When I first started my business, the organic style of balloon decorating was new. So nobody was certifying in that. But Qualitex had like a balloon artist, like you can become certified like in their program. Um, but no, I didn't go through their certification program because they were doing a lot of like the traditional style. Like they were teaching you like how to make stuff out of balloons. And I really wanted to do like the organic style, like this and the backdrop. So I didn't get certification. I do think that let me say this, if being certified is going to give you the confidence that you need to charge clients so that you can make a profit, if it's going to give you the confidence that you need, like to get out there and actually start your business and go after clients, right? So if that balloon certification is going to help you with your confidence, I think it's totally worth it. But if you're just getting it because you think that clients, are going to ask for it, like, no. My clients do not ask me for certifications my clients usually just look at my work and they say, I love your work, right? How can I work with you? Or I want you to decorate my event. So, yeah. So, hopefully that answers your question. All right. What else do you guys have for me? All right, guys. So I just wanted to come on and say hi. Thank you for joining me on the live. I don't want to keep you too long, but thank you for joining me. If you guys have any questions, you know where I'm at. You're more than welcome to send me an email. Oh, Terry's saying, which class should I sign up for on the website? So, Terry, send me an email. So, here's my email. Let me put this in here. So that's my email address. So Terry, if you want to send me an email so that we can talk about what class that you can sign up for, because it really depends on where you're at with your business and what it is that you need help with. Okay. I always recommend signing up for the bundle because the bundle is going to give you the best bang for your buck. The bundle is where you get coaching from me. Okay, so when you sign up for the bundle, you will get access to my mentorship program, and I'm going to work with you this whole year so that you can get everything that you need to be able to get your business up and running and start booking clients. Okay. So even if I can't personally do it for you, I'm going to give you the resources and the direction that you need to be able to get your business up and running. Okay. So the bundle, even though you may look at it and say it's a one time price, that one time price is for this whole year. You will get very acquainted with me because you'll work with me this whole year to get your business up and running. Okay. All right. All right. So if there are no other questions, I am going to end this stream. Yes. Happy decorating. Have a good night. Thank you so much for joining me. If you need me, send me an email. I hope to see you in one of my classes. All right. All right. Bye, guys.